Hello, everyone, Paul here. Today I'm going to give you guys a pick 3 strategy that kind of narrows down the odds and kind of helps your chances of winning a straight. Now, doing this strategy, this is the strategy of, if you did this offline, it would cost a lot more money and you probably wouldn't even break even. It all depends on your state, but where I am, California, there's a high competition if I just play offline. But if you focus online, now I can't give you the links, but if you want to message me, I could show you guys places online where you can do it. Online, you can get cheaper tickets. They start at like 25 cents a ticket, so much cheaper than doing it offline. But with this particular strategy, I'm talking about doing it, online with the 25 cents a ticket. The goal of this strategy is to do pick 3 and focus on straights. There's two steps. There's two steps to this process here. The first step is you got to focus on the front pair or the back pair. Now, a little note that I've noticed is my state, California, doesn't do the front pair, back pair. I've made videos about the front pair, back pair, but personally, I cannot do the front pair, back pair method offline in my state. But the strategy is effective by using the front pair, back pair. So there's just it narrows down your odds by focusing on the front pair, back pair. There's only one extra step. But today I'm going to teach you what you guys kind of have to do to focus on getting straights and hitting those straights. It's like a 2-step process. But anyway, let's get started. Okay, first thing I recommend you guys do is download this app on your phone. I mean, it goes back and you can look at all the lottos, all the different games. But what we want to focus on is pick 3 right now. You want to first write down a sheet of paper, and if you guys have been looking at my community tab, these are how I kind of came up with a lot of the numbers for the community tab. Basically, you get a sheet of paper and you write down 00 all the way down to 99, and you just put that on a sheet of paper. The next thing you want to do is you want to record around the last 90 days of pick 3 in your state. What you basically want to do is you want to record either the front pair or the back pair, but my personal preference is doing the back pair, but you can do front pair if you want. Record the last 90 days of back pair. I do back pair, but you can do front pair. And what you want to do is you want to go through the whole list, and you want to go through, I think, a couple months. And basically, you just write all these back pair or front pair numbers on the sheet of paper. And what you're going to do is basically when a number comes out, like 50, for example, you're going to erase 50 from that list, the first part of the list where you did 00 to 99. Every time there is a back pair number on there, you're going to erase it from your list. What that will leave you with, and I did it long enough to where it erased about 50 numbers. So I went back to where it erased about 50 numbers of back pair. That took about 2 or 3 months of doing. So you just want to go back, and what you'll be left with is a list of about 50, around 50 numbers. Depends on how far back you went. But the more far back you go, the more you're going to see hits. Now, you can do this 2 different ways. It's all up to you. You could focus on either the numbers that have already hit, or you could focus on the numbers that haven't hit. It's more likely that numbers that haven't hit are going to surface more than the numbers that have hit, but it's up to you. I focus on the numbers that haven't hit. So what you want to do is you want to get those numbers, there should be about 50 of them, that haven't hit. You'll have those, and then all you really basically do is you're going to have to, in order to win a straight, you're going to have to rearrange each number 6 times. So for example, one method I forgot is you don't have to wheel out all 10 numbers. Because I saw this when I was doing it yesterday in my notes. And you'll notice a certain pattern with pick 3. It's that usually, it's not all the time, usually you'll see repeated numbers from the previous day. So let's just go back here for a second. I'll show you what I mean. A lot of the numbers from the previous draw will repeat in the next draw. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens a lot. So you'll probably see 769 appear in the next drawing. And you see the 7. Then you'll probably see the 708 in the next drawing. You see the 0. Then you probably see the 316 in the next drawing. You see the 3 there. You probably see the either a 394 in the next drawing. See the 4. Doubles I don't do. Doubles I do when it's a double. I do the other strategy, and I've talked about it on my channel. But from here, we'll probably see the 561 in the next draw. We didn't in that situation, so that would have been a loss. So we probably see the 039 in the next draw. We do. We see it, and that probably would have hit if our back end numbers matched. So when there's a double, I do a different strategy, and you guys see that strategy on this channel. So just go look at those videos. The double strategy is a different strategy than what I always do. But 369 is probably in the next drawing. Didn't show up. That would have been a loss. 074, not in the next drawing. So it doesn't happen all the time. 382. Doesn't happen that one. 719. Not in that one. 026. See, it appears in this one. 502. Shows up in that one. 127. Shows up in the next draw. 734. Not in the next draw, and that's a double. Different strategy. 417 probably in the next draw. Right there. 314 probably in the next draw. Yep, right there. 283 probably in the next draw. Right there. So that's what you basically got to do, is you have to wheel out and get all the leftover back end or front pair numbers. Get all those, and then you look at your previous draw, and you take those 3 numbers and you wheel them out as the third number. What you have to do after this is you just basically have to rearrange the numbers 6 times, and you'll have your numbers for a straight. So that is how now this strategy, if you focus on the strategy, you'll get your hits, but there's also a lot of times that you might hit a loser, so you got to keep that in mind. You're not going to win every one of them, but I believe, I don't know how much. I think it's, so let's just do a little math here real quick. If you're left with about 50 numbers, and they're about 25 cents a ticket, that is a $12.50 for one set, but you have to rearrange the numbers 6 times. So it's going to cost you about $75. It'll cost you about $75 a game, I think. And if you're playing it as a straight, you'll make $225 if you're doing it online. So anyway, this is just a strategy of how to turn 75 into 225. But then again, you can also lose, so keep that in mind. I'll go over this strategy again on paper pretty soon, because I looked it over the last couple of days. It's pretty effective. It's my way of thinking of how to find the hits with getting straights. And another method that I do is to increase my chances. I only do this strategy after there's a double that has come out. So because you're dealing with the back end numbers, most likely you won't hit another double if you're doing this strategy. So I'll make my plays after a double, but I follow everything in this strategy. So if you guys have any questions, make sure to leave a comment. Other than that, if you like this video and you want me to make more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in future videos.